no more art. And as I look to the horizon, not a cloud, but then stormy weather's go too cold. Seems like it crept up out of nowhere, all around you is not what you foretold. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done there, but the time it hit you, you're not surprised. Think you got your game planned out. Do it deep, get 'em 2 steps ahead, yeah. So step into my way, stand out. It's a trap, one more step, and you're dead. Why just a bit a second ago with blue skies, but now lightning like your last result. It's not an accident that no one hears your cries as your last dream seems to deserve. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done there, but the time it hit you, you're not surprised. I'm coming for you. My game's always so fast, so fine. You're spanning, but the net you didn't catch it in time. Better think about your game. Are you sure your next move's the right one for you? Are you sure you won't get outmaneuvered again, my friend? You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done there, but the time it hit you, you're not surprised. I'm coming for you. My game's always so fast, so fine. You're spanning, but the net you didn't catch it in time.
You know, I feel it feels good on a out. Well, Jesus, do I ever get it right? It's Saturday. It's not Friday. I thought it was Friday. It's not Friday. Yesterday was Friday. Today's Saturday. Tomorrow's Sunday. The day after is Monday, and the day after that is Tuesday, and the day after that is Wednesday, and the day after that is Thursday, and then the day after that is Friday, and then the day after that will be a full week to where it will be Saturday all over again. Isn't that just like a wonderful way to think about life? One big swirling circle where the days are the same, the months are the same, the time is always the same. But what matters is the friends you make along the way. Hi, everyone. A little bit tired. Not fully, but just a little bit. But not too tired enough to celebrate me. And celebrate me and me only. Because isn't that like the best thing ever? To celebrate me and the fact that as of... It's noon. It's 12:30. I think the best thing to wake up to is 300,000. It's just like it's just a great thing to see. It's a great thing to witness. It's a great thing just to understand, because it was just an odd thing to wake up to. And I feel good about it. And I thank you, random people, even though there's only like 30 of you here, like in total. I decided to throw you a sub. See how terrible you are? Weren't you the one that I think like 4 weeks ago was like, I never really saw your face until you decided to watch a stream and you didn't? Who was that? Somebody like never figured out who the face was behind the voice on Chris's streams. And it always like, it always made me remember and wonder. It wasn't me. See, that's racism. Somebody did that shit, and I was just like, damn. Was I not showing my face the entire time on Chris's poorly put together streams? Ain't no way you have 300K. See, why you hating? Why you guys spend your time hating? I don't understand that. How all the belly laughs you had was worth it? I didn't really have a belly laugh. I just felt thankful and appreciative and grateful and humble. It's like all the necessary things you gotta feel and really nothing else. I know I sound like your dad with throat cancer right now. Just leave me alone. Just go ahead and leave me alone. Don't put too much behind it. Don't put too much into it. I'm injured at the moment. I'm hurt in ways that you could not imagine, in ways that you could not describe. I'm in pain. Could have been playing Xenoblade, but you started streaming, and the universe forced me to open the stream, so now I'm mad and hating. Oh, see? Well, that's just bad. You can't hate, especially when Xenoblade exists. That really shitty game. Like, come on. You can't hate off something like that. You can't hate off something like that. Now, for some reason, and I want to get like the accurate timeline. That way no one can claim I'm lying and no one can claim that I'm spreading lies. On March 19th at 9:15 in the morning, your favorite YouTuber, Christopher the Narc, for some reason decided to DM me. And he DM'd me this very ugly image of Xander Hall. I don't know why, but Chris really wanted me to know about this guy and I guess his downfall. So I guess I'm going to read this. Everyone, can you stop using your James Earl? I can't. I'm injured. Everyone, pretty bad news for you all today. A while ago, my phone fell out of my pocket and onto my driveway, shattering the screen and making it so it cannot turn on. My two-factor authentication was connected to my number, so I quickly became aware that if anything happened to log me out of Google, I'd basically be screwed until I can get a new phone with my number moved over to it. Stop right there. Stop right there. You can pay to get your phone fixed, which would be cheaper than you getting a new phone. Now maybe it's that time where, people like switch over and get like the newest iPhone anyway, so it kind of pans out. So maybe it's that time, but even still, that really doesn't take too long to do. You just go in and say, hey, I want that new phone. I'm able to like trade in my other phone for this. It'd be perfectly fine. Well, that something happened today. When I came downstairs and my PC had restarted itself for an update normal, but logged me out of everything. I got back into most of it, but my YouTube and why did my thing not scrolling up? There it is. He spelled something wrong. He spelled something. Do you see that? He spelled it SOEM thing. happened today. And when I came downstairs, my PC had restarted itself for an update, normal, but logged me out of everything. I got back into most of it, but my YouTube/Google is logged out and I need my number to log in. This basically means I'm locked out of my YouTube channel until further notice. I'm going to do everything I can short of Karening out at Xfinity store today, but if that doesn't work, would you guys still support me if I started a new YouTube channel? If you cannot get into your Google, you can go onto Google website and you could type in that you forgot your password. You definitely can do that, and it'll absolutely be fine. We don't need to do a new YouTube channel. You could just, go on Google and that little section where you sign in and you don't know your password or you don't know your email, you can for sure press that button. They got 2 words in blue and a symbol. It's called forgot password, ? You white people are of varying degree. This voice is insane. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't liven it up just a little bit. It's my voice. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm texting my barber. I gotta get. Seriously, what did you do? What are you talking about? I'm sick. Can't you tell? Batman sucks. I agree. Oh, where is Janet here? I don't think Janet's here. Barry White ass voice. I will not be subjugated to being bullied. I will not subject myself to this at all. Apologize to me right now. I am not Barry White. I am not Barry Manilow. I am not Batman. Batman is the worst superhero of all time. So we're going to see a new YouTube video with a new hairdo. I mean, you might see me with a hairline, not really a new hairdo. Sounds like you read audiobooks for a living. Are you Bane? You people make me sad. Sad enough to get my drink. Don't be alarmed. The liquid didn't help. If you don't drink Milos, I don't respect your opinion about anything. Drink water, a gallon of tea. I mean, these things are like subsequential. I also have water. I only have a little bit of water. How are you doing, Leon, besides the illness? Well, as I think the last time I streamed, I was asked to play Persona 5 Royale, and I didn't want to. And I had to do the thing that really gets people to like stop asking me to do things I don't want to do, which is like tell them to pay me. And the woman paid me to play the game. And I bought the game. I bought the game. I also bought Assassin's Creed. I will definitely be playing Assassin's Creed. You know the worst part? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. Gar, get out. Gar, get out. Don't use your channel points to tell me to drink water. How dare you? How dare you? Did you manage to get the pre-order bonus or the base game? I got the base game. I didn't care about the extra. The extra didn't matter to me. So we might play it. Oh, yes. Why does no one believe that I'm sick? Why do none of you take the time to actually believe that I'm sick? I'm sorry that you all thought I was this great hulking figure that could never be dismayed. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm not huddled up with a blanket over my head. I don't have the sniffles. I don't have a little... My throat's just gone. Because I was too busy sucking your daddy's dick last night. I have problems. I am not doing any voice. I'm sorry. I'm not doing the Palpatine voice. Not in this state, no. The only thing bad is that I feel like weak. Not like I have to go to the hospital weak, but it's like weak. That's why I'm sitting down. I wouldn't even... I told myself I could sit here and do a stream per se. The cons of a mortal body, you can understand that. You understand that. Newport. Newports. 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 One bottle of cheap wit. I'm not taking any of your medical advice. All of you people are really ugly, out of shape, black. Not doing it. I'm not taking any of your recommendations. You're all really out of shape individuals. Why do I feel like if you're about to voice a Toyota commercial? Gara, are you telling me that you don't want to kiss me at the Kia summer sales event? 0% APR, $0 down on financing. Is that what you're telling me? I don't have the heart to tell y'all that I really wasn't sick. I kept it up as long as I could. No, I'm not. No, but I'm a master. I am a master. I got you. You fucks. Some of you didn't care. Some of you want me to die. But it's okay. Just know that I think about you. Just know that I think about you. And now, when I actually get sick, you motherfuckers will never believe me. That's the sick part. That is the sick part. But that is skill and detriment and determination of the soul. I'm gonna need this. I do need a cough drop, but that's for another day. I'm sick just in a different way. At least you know. Thank God I didn't say get well soon. See? Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. Still ain't shit. This is antisocial behavior. Hey, I don't want to fucking socialize with anybody. I'm at that point. Why would I want to socialize? Listen, I'm gonna give y'all like the rawest advice I was able to figure out essentially on my own. Like, I don't matter. That's like the realest thing I'm gonna ever say in my life. I do not matter. You know how they got them people who say, oh, well, if they wanted to text you, invite you, and call you, they would? Nobody does that. And I ain't even mad about it. Because this the thing. Once I was able to figure that out, I've had more fun realizing I matter to nobody. I would be told that people want to hang out with me or spend time with me, and they never would. And then they would go to parties, they go to movies and just leave me out. And I would be confrontational about the shit, and it wouldn't matter. Janet, I'm not sick. Shut up. Janet, I'm not sick. Janet, somebody tell Janet I'm not sick. Matter of fact, going back over there. Tell Janet I'm not sick. This is a detriment. You hear me? A detriment. A detriment. He's just mentally unwell. See, that's better. See, that's better. Wait, I wanted more lore. You want more lore? I'll give you more lore. Somebody's got to inform Janet that I'm not sick. Here's the trick. Here's the trick of the trade. Here's the trick of the trade. I realize I don't matter. Like, I don't really matter to anybody, and that's perfectly fine because I matter to myself. I know, like, nobody wants to hang out with me, nobody wants to see me, like, and I'm fine with that. It took a long time for me to figure that out and be fine with it, but once I did, I had way more fun. Like, none of you know that every 3 weeks I just go to Oklahoma. To do what? Nothing. I just go to Oklahoma and I go eat and I go drink and I just come back here. None of you know that I'm going to Chicago just to go to Chicago. Like, I just do shit. I do shit because I'm not on anybody else's dime. I'm not on anybody else's time. I'm just chilling with me. And motherfuckers try to get mad, but you can't. That's the trick. You just gotta realize that to some people you don't matter, or maybe to everybody in your life you don't matter. Especially if you one of them motherfuckers that like get told all this different shit. Like, oh, I care, and I want to hang out with you, and the motherfuckers never hang out with you, never call you, none of that shit. I told y'all this yesterday. Nobody calls this thing, and I don't call anybody. Like, I don't. Because I don't have anything to say. Like, I'll text the motherfucker, I will not hear from them for 4 days. So I essentially, unless you a motherfucker I truly like really give a shit about, that I could value, that eventually you're gonna see that fucking message and decide that you want to respond to it, I'm gonna hit the line. But then once I realize, like, wait a minute, I don't have to talk to you. Just go exist. Did Leon get the game? What game? What game? Assassin's Creed? Yeah, I got that game. WWE 2K25? Yeah, I got that game. Oh, you talking about this one? Oh, you talking about this one? Oh, yeah, I got that one. I got that one. But that's later. That's later. That's not now. It's later. It's not now. Later in this stream specifically, but not now. Not now. Not now. You're getting your Leon lore. Well, it's not really lore. It's just my life perspective. It's not really lore. It's just my life perspective. And I've said this, and motherfuckers like try to tell that's a negative way to look at life. I don't give a fuck. This is not your life. You don't get to tell me how to navigate my life. For 25 years, I've been treated like shit. For 25 years, I've treated people like shit. For 25 years, I just felt like I didn't matter. And guess what? Now that I done figured it out, the trick to life is going through like every single emotion and figuring out which one you want to deal with, at least for a majority of the rest of your life. Now I could just fuck around. I go on random walks and I somehow end up at the interstate. Like, what the fuck? I'm living life to the fullest. To the fullest. I will play it, but it won't be right now. I will play it on this stream. However, one of two things is going to go down. I'm either going to play it while I'm watching this ImAllexx video, or I'm going to end the stream on YouTube and just play it on Twitch. Why? Because segregation is back, baby. I gotta segregate you people, the Twitch people and the YouTube people, and I treat the Twitch people better because they're special. Not like I care about them more, but like they're. You gotta like use them. You gotta use kid gloves with them. I hate Twitch. Y'all hate Twitch for like mundane reasons that don't really matter. Titty streams. They got a motherfucker with their bare ass on YouTube. Ads galore. I could put ads in the middle of the stream on YouTube right now. Pokemon. You choosing to go watch that for whatever reason is not my problem. So what I'm hearing is go on Twitch and you talk to me nice. No, I'm still talk to you like you're not worth shit, but you know. There's more longevity for a stream on Twitch. Because whenever I'm in like that mode, I can really stream for however fucking long I want. I just gotta be in that mode. And I think that random stream where I did 4 hours, that's me being in that mode. Fuck ads, buddy. Whatever YouTube, like YouTubers be lying to y'all motherfuckers. Like they could put ads in their live streams. They just like, oh, I don't know how I got there. There's a section for your stream where you could choose like light, moderate, or aggressive amounts of ads. I got an ad before I got on the stream. I got an ad as the stream started. That is the YouTuber doing that. Hi. Sorry to like burst that immersion that you thought you had with like a YouTuber you trusted. Motherfuckers want money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody want money. I'm still at 7 eggs. Haven't used them. I've already gotten 3 ads while watching the stream. That's not YouTube. I did that. Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied? I could do it again. Oh, wait, can I? That's another thing. How do I do the... I'm still trying to figure out how do I do the thing where I'm able to like gift 10 randomly a month. Matter of fact, fuck it. I'm going into my settings. I'm going to find out. And then I'm going to get to the one video that I'm here for. Let's see what happens if I go to earn. Let's see what happens if I go to memberships. Oh, nothing. Fucking you heinous fuck. gifted a sub. HIV Dragon King. It's not his name. Fucking gifted a sub. I got premium, so I don't care. See you fuckers that keep cheating. That's your fucking problem. Fuck you. And I can't even see it. So you know what? I don't care anymore. I don't
really want to get gangbanged.
Who does? It's so impractical. Hey, we got a $23 Scat Pack. Come holler.
Speaking of HIV, I'm still not over the...
I don't really want to get gangbanged.
Who does? It's so impractical. Hey, we got a $23 Scat Pack. Come holler.
I'm still not over the harassment of finding out about... Where's that voice clip from? It's a guy on TikTok who sells cars, and he like takes videos of motherfuckers who say shit, and he just says his own shit after it. That's really it. Have y'all not? Some of y'all might be new to these fucking streams. I definitely have a fucking way about this shit that is absurdly insane. But none of that matters though. You know why? Because we got to talk about racism, my boys. We got to talk about racism, my boys. Because it's entrenched in my heart. I must always speak about this subject matter because I'm an African American, and if I don't speak about these things, apparently I'm in the wrong. But before that, ain't it like ass backwards? Ain't it like ass backwards just like a little bit? That for some reason eBay that's true. eBay.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs.
eBay. Look at all the shit that I just eBayed. I just eBayed for all this. I just eBayed for all these things. Look, this thing, and this thing. I just eBayed for all these things. I'm not new. I just barely watch now because I have a job. Buddy, quit that job and devote your life to me. I'm just playing. Congratulations on your fucking job, Mr. Lawyer or teacher or doctor or fucking engineer or guy who works in security or guy who works as janitor or guy who works as astronaut or retail worker or real estate agent. I don't know what you do, but congratulations on getting a job in this climate. As a pizza guy, oh, so you the reason my Domino's was late yesterday. Okay. Next time, you gonna get a bullet. My shit was late, and you had your hand out expecting me to like tip you. Well, I was gonna give you a tip, a hollow point. Am I crazy for fucking saying to not devalue anybody's fucking jobs? You know how motherfuckers be like, I could never work there. Bitch, in the climate we in, if you got a job, this was this fucking thing in 2020. Cause that's where this conversation really like kind of started almost. Bro, you have a job, you better than a motherfucker who ain't got one. Cause it's usually motherfuckers who ain't got one talking the most shit about people with jobs. All of them fucking important. It's like, I don't know where everybody got comfortable just being like, you know what? Fuck that. I can't work here. I can't work there. Bitch, you not working. You shit compared to the sugar. Like, what the fuck going on here? You shit compared to like the actual sugar of the subject matter. And I don't necessarily understand how people feel that comfortable being entrenched in all that shit and sugar, but you know what? Fuck them. They'll never truly understand anything. You know about the Jenkins family? Buddy, you telling me about a family? This is the thing. This is the thing. You just sat here and came up to me and asked me a question about a family. So don't say anything. Nobody say anything about it. Just let me take a fucking guess. The Jenkins family, first of all, white family. Gotta be. Because with black person, you know, named Jenkins and has a family on the internet. So it's a family. I'm going to make the strong assumption there's at least a mom, a dad, and I'm going to say 4 kids. It's usually about 4. Maybe 3. I'm going to go 4. I ain't even gonna look. I'm gonna just guess because I know somebody probably already says. I'm gonna just guess. Family of 4. Well, technically that's 6 because that's the parents and the 4 kids. Family is 6, and you telling me about them, so it gotta be something deranged that's going on. I don't want to just like outwardly say like the parents then fucked all the kids because it's like that's a little bit too dramatic because you would have opened with that. Is it them? What did one of the kids kill the rest of the family? That might be it. That might be the type of speed. Did they like hide their dog's dead body somewhere? Like, you see, when you're somebody who's like seen the most depraved shit out of people, you tend to just automatically assume the worst. Ain't nothing funnier. And I think if you on Twitch, if you on Twitch, you know, because this has been like a recurrent thing that we talk about randomly. Like that one family that's all like hunkered into that one fucking apartment. I hope they got evicted. Like I swear, that like if I was a property manager and I saw that shit, I'm evicting them people. Cause what the fuck you mean? Cause didn't they have like 8 kids? And them motherfuckers was all hunched in the 1 bedroom apartment. Like, it's not funny for the kids. It's like a fucked cramped living situation for the kids. But the parents got the bedroom. And it's like, I remember specifically, I don't even know if this is the same family. I remember specifically, they showed their life. And these motherfuckers, like throughout everything you saw in the video, I saw a PlayStation. Like, if I had even 1 kid, I'm understanding the severity of finances I gotta go through. But you got like 8. You essentially got a tribe. You got a PS5, bro? Like, what the fuck? So did I get it right? Did the Jenkins family like kill each other or some shit like that? Did the Jenkins family kill each other? I gotta scroll. I took my glasses off so that I don't have to look. I know who you talking about. They came back to the internet crying. That was crazy. You see about the one boy who was locked in his attic for 30. I saw that shit. Man, what's going on in this world? Why are y'all locking people up in their homes? Y'all need Jesus. Y'all need the Lord. He did get locked up by his mama. That shit crazy. Even the Addams family is more sane than the Jenkins. That's the one I'm talking about. Oh, wait. The one I just said? The one that like had all the people? That's the same. I didn't know their names. Or if I did, I forgot them. Like, I didn't know their names. Like, I didn't know their names. But they did have like a whole tribe. Wait, they got evicted? Or did they like kill each other? Wait, which one was it? I'm looking through like the comments. Wait. Did they kill each other? You're going on a soundboard for that Jesus bit? What are you talking about? The Jenkins are evicted? Oh, they got evicted. See, fuck. You can't sit here and like look at me sideways for not thinking that somebody in that house killed another one or all of them. Like, look at the world. Look at the world and tell me that I'm off for what I just said. It's not possible. And she's still married to that sex offender. So did I miss plot? Did I miss plot in this story? Because I feel like you might have mentioned that, but I don't remember. Like, I feel like you might have mentioned that. I just don't remember. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember. I told you this when you told me about the PS5. See, I know that was long ago, probably like 2 months. So I don't remember that. They just went like so out of my radar. Who wants to tell Leon about the Whitakers? You know what? Speaking of families and adoption and a little bit of racism, one of the reasons why you have some individuals who just so happen to be black very disturbed by the concept and the idea and the execution of white people adopting black children is because of one just very simple example that occurred 8 months ago where a mother and a father, a husband and a wife were arrested for adopting black children and essentially making them a bunch of slaves and locking them in a shed. And as of recently, they're going to jail for indeed ever. Couple sentenced to 100 years, hundreds of years. Couple sentenced to hundreds of years in prison for forcing adopted black children to work as slaves. A white West Virginian couple found guilty of forcing their 5 adopted black children to work as slaves on their farm were sentenced to hundreds of years in prison. Jeanne K. Whitefeather, who was 63, was sentenced Wednesday to 215 years in prison. Her husband, Dolan Lance, who was 64, received 160 years. That's a lifetime. You could have just said for the rest of their days. You could have just said for life, and everybody would have golf clapped and cheered for all of it. You brought these kids to West Virginia, a place as I know as almost heaven, and put them in hell. The court will now put you in yours. May God have mercy on your souls, because this court will not. This is the type of shit I like to see. This is the type of shit I like to witness. The couple adopted the children from a shelter for homeless and vulnerable youths. Whitefeather and Lance were living in Minnesota at the time and moved the children to Washington. Y'all want to know the fucked part? Is the apology. The fuck part is the apology. I just want the court to know that I have made mistakes. I'm very sorry for that. And I love my children, and I have never ever done anything to my children to harm them intentionally. The oldest child told Whitefeather and Lance in an impact statement that they were monsters. I will be something amazing. I will be strong and beautiful. You will always be exactly what you are. Horrible. The youngest child said that they were taught to laugh at their siblings and had to watch a lot of abuse. Now in my new home, I see that everything was not right with Gian and Donald. And you know what's fucked? You know what's fucked? Is if you go to the New York Post and you see their article, they have a little bit of more of a tasty nugget involved. You just scroll all the way down. You see the pictures. And if you read this, you read like some of the things that they had to deal with, and you got to go straight to the defense attorney. Which I know y'all gave me shit like a couple months ago when I said, fuck that one defense attorney. It's his job. He has to do this. It's like, all right, cool. Matter of fact, can I read this? I want to read this. I want to read. Where's the, when the police would know. Where's the, I never understood how you could sleep at night. I want you to know that you're a monster. The couple of, I know, I already knew this. life-changing trauma. I already knew this part. When the police pried open the bar door with a crowbar, they found a porta potty but no lights or running water. One of the teens told the police that they had been locked in a barn and not fed for 12 hours. The siblings say that the couple forced them to sleep on the concrete floor without any mattresses. They both wore dirty clothes and had body odor. Inside the main residence, a 9-year-old girl was found crying in a loft alone. 3 hours later, Lance arrived with an 11-year-old boy. Whitefeather soon followed with a 5-year-old girl. All 5 were turned over to Child Protective Services. Okay. Akers said last year that these children were targeted because of their race, and they were used basically as slaves during the trial. Neighbors testified that they never saw the children playing, but did witness them standing in a line or performing hard labor. Once Lance noticed his curious neighbors, he kept the children mostly inside. The eldest daughter testified that most of the outdoor work took place at the family's Washington residence, where some of them were forced to use their hands to dig. She also said that the children were verbally abused all the time. They were fed mostly peanut butter sandwiches at scheduled times, and some children were forced to stand in their rooms for hours with their hands on their heads. The two oldest children were forced to sleep on the floor in a shared room and use the same bucket for the bathroom, while the other held up a sheet for privacy from the home security cameras. You don't know the fucked part after just hearing that? The couple's defense attorney argued that they were overwhelmed after taking in the children who already suffered from the abuse from their biological parents. Whitefeather's attorney, Mark Plants, said during closing arguments that the couple's only crime was bad parenting. These are farm people that do farm chores. It wasn't about race. It wasn't about forced labor. Now look, I've never been on a farm. I've never one time in my life been on a farm. The closest I've been to a farm was playing back at the barnyard on the GameCube. What type of bad parenting is locking a motherfucker in a shed? What type of farm work is locking somebody in a shed and they only using a fucking pot to shit in? And look, shaboink, I get it. Still, fuck that defense attorney. You can legally bring this shit up any way you want, and I know you're not defending the motherfucker. You just adding the context necessary. Fuck that motherfucker. Fuck that motherfucker. These motherfuckers should try to defend themselves. A motherfucker who's trying to give them like a lighter sentence, man, fuck that. You just got to see the writing on the wall. That check ain't that damn good. That check is not that damn good. Imagine not hiring farmhands. I mean, why hire farmhands when never mind. I can't say that joke. The story's too fucked up for me to make that joke. Can't be done. But the story's not fucked up enough for me to not. I gotta make that phone call again. Big Tyrone, I got a white man for you. I dropped my headphone. Big Tyrone, I got a white man for you. Probably 5'8". Got 4 eyes. Chunky, just like you like your white man. Gray hair. Probably about 3 chins. And he got chest hair you could pull on. You gonna make it happen? All right, cool. Cool. I'll make another phone call. Big Frida. I got one on the way. Probably about 5'6". 4 eyes. Old. Gray hair. Look like she can't put up a fight. What did she do? Oh, she made children be slaves and locked them in a room, in a closet, in a barn. Barely any food. Or you gonna make her suffer? As I like to hear. That's probably the most, that's the raunchiest fucking joke I put on myself publicly, like the prison rape joke. And I promise y'all, don't even care. Like, I dare anybody. And somebody tried it, too. Somebody tried it. Somebody tried it, too. Like, how dare you make that type of joke about this? You defending somebody who did the indefensible? Like, calm that down. You could check your morals at the door, buddy. You could check them motherfuckers at the door, buddy. Because around here, we going to go a different route. Around here, we're doing this shit a little different. See, around here, we don't really like have respect for these individuals. Not today, not tomorrow, not yesterday, not ever. Not ever. Never, ever, ever. How do honeydew melons taste? I feel like I don't get that. I feel like I don't get the reference, if that is a reference. Like, if I do get the reference, I just don't get the reference. Like, at all. I'll buy Frida some honey buns. Heinous work. Heinous work. All right. I'm going to save that because I feel like I gave y'all the shock value. I need to record a video about that, but I won't do it now because, you know, we have more important things to discuss, like a teen being raped 30 times by a therapist who is known as Bigfoot. A Staten Island teen was allegedly raped dozens of times by his female counselor, who was known as Bigfoot. Like, it's like you can't type shit up like this and expect a motherfucker like not to just like snicker just a little bit. Because what do you mean that? Why did you have to specify that this motherfucker is known as Bigfoot? Like, is that her? If your nickname is Bigfoot, you ugly. I mean, she kind of, you know, she kind of, you know. GTA radio moment. Please stop. Please stop. A woman? Yeah, it's a woman. It's a woman. Women can rape. Like, what are you talking about? That's a crazy fucking thing to say out loud. That was a crazy thing to say out loud. I just said it like it was so casual. Like, yeah, women can rape. Male or female victim? Male. It was a male victim and a female perpetrator, which will have motherfuckers think to themselves, oh, wow, it's not that. I don't know why every fucking time when it's a dude getting raped and I talk about it, there's always like two motherfuckers that I somehow catch in my fucking comments that's like, oh, well, I don't really see what the problem is. You a victim. Like, that's the problem. And you trying to make it seem like it's normal? Buddy, you're weird. You're weird, Brody. You're weird, guy. Just fucking Just Just fucking All right, I can turn my camera off now. That's it. That's all I'm giving you in terms of my face, which sounds drastic when you say it out loud. Because it's time, boys, and like 3 women. It's time we learn about ImAllexx, because for some reason Chris really wants me to know about this. Because if I could take it back to how this stream technically kind of started, On March 20th, Chris at 1:27 p.m. goes into this group chat and says the sloth has responded with a link to an ImAllexx video. And Chris, I tell Chris, who cares? And he responds by telling me, you cared at one point. Yeah, at one point. I don't now. I forgot this nigga existed. I'm sorry. I forgot this wigga existed. And Chris still hasn't done a stream on Doc on the Radio, his Asian friend who's a pedophile. Like, what the fuck? This video is ass. Listen, I don't know anything about any of this shit. The only thing I remember is, like, I think it was him, like the guy on the screen. Didn't he say he was gonna beat somebody's head in with a brick? Coincidentally, in the same year that we had Brick Lady. So it's like, bro, you might have been either right on or ahead of your time. Like, it could have been one of them things. I just don't know which one of those things it could have been. Methinks I don't know. Yeah, that's him. Okay, at least I'm correct. But are we ready to learn? I have to learn about what this is before I fucking watch whatever fucking apology video this is, or whatever this is. So it's only 17 minutes. I could trailblaze through this.
YouTuber ImAllexx is facing one of the worst downfalls in YouTube history, with his channels losing over 160,000 subscribers within just 2 weeks. This comes after his ex-girlfriend, Ella's Hez, published extensive evidence of mistreatment, abuse, and harassment she
Not gonna lie to you boys, I'm pretty bored. I don't know, man. It's just something about reacting to video. I don't know how people. No respect. Never mind. I was gonna give props and respect, but never mind. There's no reason to do that. I'm already bored. You know what that means. I need a game. Can we talk about Grum's Crash Out instead? The problem, you know what? Sure. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I don't care. This is my goddamn stream. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Turn on some Family Guy. This is boring. I love the dead internet theory of a bunch of y'all finding out that what is it? That fucking fuck. That pilot of Family Guy, I love how y'all all think that that's like a recently discovered thing. That's not new. That's just new to y'all. Oh my God, my algorithm cleaned all this shit. Oh, isn't it fucking ironic that I pull up Helldivers? You know what the first thing I fucking see is this ungodly fucking tweet. Helldivers 2 was a psyop. The CEO says the game manipulates players into being fascist. United Nations asked them to give a talk. If you start wearing the same uniform as everybody else and do salutes constantly, you might be in a totalitarian regime. Good riddance, Helldivers. You and your toxic community managers were the real fascists all along. This nigga gay. This nigga gay, bro. And y'all really be turning to this dude for information about shit. Where is his game? Where is Grum's game? Where is it? Where is Grum's game? Where is Grum's game? Where is it? Where is Grum's game? Where is his fucking game? He's watching you. Fuck Grums, fuck Geeks and Gamers, fuck all these motherfuckers. Y'all don't have a leg to stand on worth a damn in the gaming space. All you do is bitch. All you do is bitch. You don't do nothing. You don't make nothing. Where is his game? I saw on that dipshit side scrollers podcast, that weird goth looking motherfucker was like, oh, well, people are using that criticism as a deflection tactic. Buddy, Sweet Baby Inc. is still gonna be there. There's going to be shit in these games that you don't like. Motherfuckers spend hours combing through Assassin's Creed to finish a gay storyline. You chose to do that. You chose to waste your own time to rage bait on Twitter. You got motherfuckers complaining about the credits in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers got 2 million copies sold. Where's Geeks and Gamers video game? Where's Stuttering Craig's video game? Where's Young Ripper's video game? Y'all can't hide behind that motherfucker. You cannot hide behind that motherfucker's comic books. That's not yours. That's his. He at least got a leg up in a thing he talks shit about. He went and said, fuck it, and started his own shit. Y'all can't hide behind him. Officially, y'all not a part of that. That is the Rippaverse. If you are not an employee of that shit or not him, shut the fuck up. Where are y'all fucking games? Because this is the bitch part of it. You motherfuckers will just sit on your hands and your fucking knees hoping that there's a company out there that will give you what you want. And you keep bitching about how it don't. All I'm asking is you make the game. The problem is, one of the motherfuckers y'all dick sucking, this motherfucker ain't giving you shit. What is this? What the fuck is this? Gamers didn't want to talk politics or political agendas. We were dragged into this. You are not a fucking gamer. You're not a gamer. At best, at fucking best, you are a financial advisor. You have no significant impact on the gaming space. You're a Twitter troll, which is like the second worst thing you could be. Motherfuckers would prefer to be terrorists than prefer to be Twitter trolls. And this motherfucker can't explain any. And you know what's crazy? I'm gonna bring it back to yesterday when we did that stream and we was talking about like all the Tesla protests. And again, I don't give a fuck about Tesla stock. But if you going around like vandalizing cars, whether if they're owned by somebody or if they're on a fucking lot, you're a weirdo. And all these fucking conservatives running around like, why are people celebrating the stock of an American corporation going down? I'm fucking sorry. Wasn't y'all the same motherfuckers cheering on Disney stock going down and every Disney movie failing and video games not selling well? I'm sorry. What's good for the goose, good for the fucking gander. What are we talking about? Like, what the fuck are we truly talking about? You see that girl splat her face after chasing the dude in the MAGA hat? Nope. And honestly, don't even want to. I don't even want to. I feel good not knowing about that. I feel good not knowing about this shit. I do feel good about that. I feel good knowing that shit don't exist. There's a lot of culture war fatigue out there. Damn, I wonder why. It's because of motherfuckers like you. Hey, guess what? You got some sweet baby ink involved in that shit too. It's two sides of the same bent, dirty ass, retarded fucking coin. Gamers just want a game. You know what the sick part is? You can't adopt that talking point being somebody who bitches and fixates about every minute thing in a fucking game because you just a tweet ago, can I pull it back up? Gamers just want a game, and you sitting here saying shit like this? Gamers want a game? Mm-mm. You know what gamers want a game? Me. You know why? Look at the games in front of you right now. Sports games that are years old, remake renditions. Matter of fact, a game that's what, 2 years old? A year old? Sports game, a fucking remix rendition. A new game, Assassin's Creed Shadows, a sports game, a shooter, technically not my game, a shooter, a wrestling game, and a game that's 10 years old. 10? 12. Comb the catalog. Let's go to the catalog of games I got in this motherfucker. You will find out. I am the definition of what you motherfuckers claim. Gamers just want a fucking game. Matter of fact, turn the camera back on. Fuck this shit. Turn the camera back on. I got, y'all want to talk about gamers wanting the game? Hold it, dog. Gamers just won a game. Here's the sick part about gamers just won the game. The thing about gamers just wanting the game is their ability to fucking look at something and decide for themselves what it is that they want to fucking play. And in those moments where they look at something and they say, hey, I just want to play that thing because it's something that I want to fucking go ahead and play, is that they're going to play it for their own fun. No one else's, their own fun. Because their fun is what truly fucking matters. And when you wake up and you enjoy the shit that you got going on, you will exist knowing that you're not batshit fucking insane searching for a motherfucker to validate your fucking opinions. The thing that's so fucking crazy about you motherfuckers running around is that you're trying your damnedest to be the fucking heroes of the story when you're fucking losers. Assassin's Creed Shadows, there's not one criticism that came out since this game was announced that was valid, that didn't have anything to do with the price or the fucking Ubisoft plan. The historical accuracy thing was debunked. Y'all just didn't play the fucking games. They got articles coming out now detailing all the inaccurate historical shit in all of these games. Like, literally all of it. Care for the Japanese people? Y'all don't give a fuck about them. Y'all don't give a fuck about them when they give y'all some virtual big titties. Crying about historical landmarks being broken in a video game? Nigga, have you seen the acts of terrorism people do in Grand Theft Auto? Figure out a way to actually just say you hate having fun. Because y'all do come off as a bunch of like racist incels. Especially when y'all try super hard to convince a motherfucker that y'all not. It's getting sad. It's getting sad watching you motherfuckers try so hard. It's getting pathetic. Because it's like a cycle. Game is announced. Y'all don't like it for insert reason here. The game comes out anyway. And then you pretend like you're winning a culture war when you're sitting crisscross applesauce tweeting. And then the sick part is when the game sells well, for some fucking reason, we got to talk about the active players on Steam for what is essentially mainly a fucking console game. Like, cool, they got 50,000 people playing it on Steam. They got more who bought it on the fucking console. But we won't fucking fixate on that because Steam is the only place where you could get a game. That don't make no goddamn sense. None. Like none. And now I'm seeing these motherfuckers talk about the word Jap. And they saying that that's offensive. I'm sorry. Ain't y'all the motherfuckers that are getting tired of people policing y'all speech? What happened? You motherfuckers want to make the cake in a specific fucking way and you want everybody to eat it and you don't have to eat it. This is fucking stupid. This is fucking embarrassing, quite frankly. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Now, I hate all of these people. I'm embarrassed. You people fucking suck. Don't ever lump me in with these fucking losers, bro. Like, cause me, I'ma enjoy the shit I play. Whatever the fuck exists out there, if it spark my fucking interest, I'ma play that shit. I'ma have to. I heard this game is just okay, and guess what? That's all fine. The only people who I will not take seriously in their reviews of this game are the motherfuckers who I could tell are not going to play it and have not played it, and the motherfuckers who write a review saying it's a return to form. Anyone who says any fucking game is a, quote, return to form is a liar. Is somebody who knows the series has gone through a really long consecutive period of fucking trash that they think saying, oh, it returned to form is going to entice people to give it a gander. You know why I bought the game? I've told y'all. Because it enticed me with the updated fucking gameplay. Because when the game was first running around, like when the game was first being showed, it looked terrible. But after they delayed it and then came back with newer gameplay, I said, fuck it. Look interesting. And it was going to come down to, fuck, either I'm going to buy it or I'm not. And I said, fuck it. I'm going to buy it. And I'm going to play it. And for the fuck of it, I'm going to stream it. Not because I'm fighting back against the anti-woke people. Because it's a fucking video game and I want to play it. I need a new game to play. I need something to hold me over until South of Midnight comes out. Which is another one that these motherfuckers just want to see fail. But if you talk about how people want to see them fail, all of a sudden it's a bunch of woke people hating. They updated the gameplay. When they first announced the game, you will always do you, Leon. Yeah, that's why I'm respected and also hated. That's why I'm respected and also hated. But here's the thing. When they first showed gameplay of it, it looked horrible. It looked stiff. It looked janky. It was not good. Then they delayed it. And then after going dark on a bunch of people for months, they showed newer gameplay and it looked a lot more solid and fluid. And I was happier with what I was seeing. And I said, you know what? I might buy it. That was months ago. And now we're here and I bought it. And I'm excited to give it a try. The last Assassin's Creed bored the fuck out of me. Hopefully this one does not. And guess what? If it does, well, fuck, it does. If it doesn't, and I have fun, well, I have fun. But my opinion holds significantly more weight than this motherfucker's. Why? Because I bought the game, and I'm actually going to play it.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs.
Is that it? Is that what you wanted? You got I don't even know how many minutes it was. Okay, Lamborghini Mercy. Yo, chick, she's so thirsty. I don't know how many minutes it was of me just off the spectrum just now of that tangent, but now we're back to this.
Received over the course of their relationship. This has exposed the side of him that he kept hidden from his fan base, which is ironic considering his entire career is based around creating expose content on other YouTubers and internet personalities. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be looking into the disturbing downfall of Alex Elmsley, also known as ImAllexx. On the 15th of June 2024, Alice made a post on Twitter stating, "Here's my statement on the situation I've been scared to speak out on. It's best it was made public how horrible this person with a platform is. I would hate to see another woman go through this." This post also included a Google Drive link, which contains a number of audio and video files featuring Alex. Alongside that, it also contained an 80+ page-long document with dozens of statements detailing the abuse Alice endured, alongside the screenshots and pictures to prove these allegations. The document opens up with a trigger warning for sexual assault, suicide, depression, and assault. Following this, the first major accusation against Alex is that he tried to blackmail Alice into staying quiet about the whole situation. In her words, "I've been threatened by Alex to not come out with anything at all and to keep quiet, or he'll create a contradicting story to discredit my own. But I'm not scared anymore." And as we'll see later,
I'm sorry, Draft Deal. I bet Leon is not listening. I am. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, Draft Deal, but it's the title of the stream. I must learn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This accusation is disturbingly close to the truth. Alice also mentioned how she officially began dating Alex in March of last year, and later revealed that they broke up in December of 2023. So the relationship only lasted about 9 months in total. Now, that's just 9 months. But with the sheer number and severity of the accusations in this document, it almost makes it unbelievable that it all went down in less than a year. That being said, the first issue Alice faced was Alex's constant need for attention. He expected her to be available for Discord calls 24/7. And she states, "Alex felt that because I'm home all day and work from home, that I would be able to call 24/7 and to completely shut out any other social interactions I have with my friends. And when she couldn't join a call because she was busy elsewhere, like with friends or family, Alex would emotionally blackmail her, saying things like, 'Guess everyone has got something better to do,' or 'No one wants me.' Either that, or he would get angry and start dishing out a barrage of insults. 'Idiot, you text like a retard.'"
Buddy needs some coochie. Thankfully, there's ways you could get it. You could just pay for it.
"So call me. You're stupid." And if Alice tried to apologize and calm things down, he'd stay heated and go as far as telling her to off and calling her a cunt. She further explains, "After screaming at me in calls and disregarding everything I've ever said, he would explain how it's always my fault and that I should apologize, that I should fix it and fight for him after he's made it worse by completely dehumanizing and degrading me. What's extremely disturbing is Alice..."
Am I crazy or am I in the position of, listen, life's going bad. I need a stress reliever. I don't want to touch myself. I'm going to pay a stripper to touch me. I'm gonna just get it in where I fit it in, and this is where I could possibly fit it in. Like, and there's nowhere else I could do it. There's nothing else I could do about this. This is my only option at the current moment.
Didn't use the term dehumanizing here as a metaphor.
Now, when it's too fucking late, you admit you did everything fucking wrong. But when it actually matters, when you should lay down like a good fucking dog.
During this time, Alice also found out that not only was Alex keeping touch with several of his exes, despite promising he wouldn't, she also discovered that he was even stalking one of his previous girlfriends and still had her explicit images on his phone.
Had so many people say he sucks. I mean, you could also swallow, but it's like, could you really though?
However, this was only the start of Alex's twisted behavior towards Alice. In July, the two of them went on a holiday to Italy. However, what should have been an opportunity for the two of them to finally make up got ruined when, according to Alice, Alex started watching a video about, quote, a girl being hyper after trauma, unquote, which is a terribly disturbing notion on so many different levels. So, when Alice noticed the contents of this video, she opened up to Alex about her own past essay-related trauma. However, instead of consoling her or understanding her struggles, Alex told her that he, quote, doesn't want to know what has been done to her by other guys, unquote. He also got angry and threatened to leave Alice on her own in a foreign country with no way of getting back home.
You know, when you think about like what people, I'm not a spring chicken, but sometimes everybody's got their own trauma. Everybody's got their own issues. Some people want to fucking voice that and just like, feel like they have someone that they could speak to, and instead of being that for, I guess at the time, your girlfriend, fuck it, I don't want to hear about you having sex with another man, even if he violated you. I don't want to hear it. What?
And even blamed her for ruining the trip after coming back and saying things like,
yeah, bro, your trauma ruined the trip for me. Could you just like never come with us on another vacation, like ever again? Like, it's such a massive skill issue that happened to you, buddy. Like, Jesus Christ.
Bringing up weird shit on our first holiday, you ruined every moment, as well as, I have no fond memories with you. However, things got even worse for Alice when she asked Alex for advice about getting into Twitch streaming and expanding her online career. Instead of helping her in any meaningful way, Alex just resorted to belittling her for trying. You're like everyone else, stupid idiots who think they know better than the only man who has done it all successfully. As well as, it's easy to
see. You see how I'm about to sin. What do you mean, bro? Somebody's just asking you for advice. Just give them the advice. What is this? Oh, you don't listen to someone who's done it all. I've done it all, and how could you not listen to me? What? Bro, if the chick tries for some ungodly fucking reason, DMs me at like an ungodly fucking time, and is like, Leon, how do you do this one thing? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sleep. And then I'm gonna wake up and see the message, because you can't fucking DM me at these ungodly fucking hours and expect me to just be like awake, even though I am awake all the time. I don't sleep. I have varying degrees of issues. I think I have insomnia, but because I'm not going to get that diagnosed, I will never know. I'm just gonna fucking respond to the question. A motherfucker asking like for help, whether it be mundane help or like some actual helpful shit, is just simple. Just say the thing. That's it. Can honestly say Leon has been helpful with content creation. I never expect you to respond straight away. What are you talking about? Fuck you. Then don't ask me. The fuck? If you don't expect me to respond, don't ask me then. Rude. How dare you? Rude. Tell me don't expect me to respond. What the fuck am I gonna do? Who the fuck do I think I am to look at a message and just be like, nah, I see it, but I'm not gonna respond. I'm gonna wait hours to respond. Bro, if you sit there and you have messages from people and you just let them bitches sit for hours and you know that's there, fuck you. Fuck your existence. You're a horrible human being and you deserve no family connection.
Just sit there like everyone else and cry about it when you're a jobless freak. Imagine trying to teach retards like you and my mates how to do this. And keep yourself. I just told you how to make 6 figures, so fuck off. It would even call Alice a quote dumb multiple times during this argument. And while this is awful, Alex managed to take things even further into the realm of depravity. For some context, many years ago, Alex posted a video in which he criticized Hannah Mojo's use of a racial slur by saying the N-word out loud himself. He later apologized for this and admitted that it was a dumb thing to do.
Based white man.
Because
wait a minute. I forgot. We got us a white man alert. And he's racist.
And that video was
and there's no excuses for that video that I made.
Most bought this apology as genuine, with comments reading, "As a black person, I think he was genuinely sorry."
That wasn't no black person. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That wasn't no black person. There's not one black person in history that would say some shit like that. As a black person, not even like the wrong. Well, I can't say that because they do have black people who's like, as an indigenous African American, as an indigenous so and so with the so and so's. Like, never mind. Statement retracted. L. Leon. I don't know what I'm talking about. Clearly, I don't see like all the deranged like talking that occurs on social media. Clearly, pleekly.
In his apology, you could tell he was ashamed. That doesn't excuse the fact he said it at all, but from the looks of things, it's clear that his use of the N-word wasn't a dumb mistake, but rather a deliberate choice. This is because Alex seems to have no issues about using the N-word as an insult to his girlfriend. If you're already disgusted by Alex's emotional manipulation, gaslighting, and condescension, it gets even worse, because these usual insults quickly escalated into threats of physical violence, with Alex telling Alice to, quote, "die in a f***ing hole and kill yourself," and even
that's dramatic.
Directly threatening her by saying things like, "I'm going to f***ing kill you," and "I'm going to break your neck." Alice also managed to record one of these horrible threats he made during a video call.
Acting like this is all just me, and that's something you really need to fix.
I'm gonna bash your head against the wall with a brick.
Oh, that's it. That's what he said. He's gonna bash your head against the. Why am I saying it like that's a normal thing to tell people?
If you don't shut the f up.
After putting up with these threats and constant abuse for a bit over 9 months, Alice finally decided that enough was enough and broke up with Alex on the 28th of December 2023. She detailed the events leading up to this breakup in the document she shared with everyone on Twitter. According to her statements, on the day of the breakup, Alex asked if he could help with any house chores. She told him to clean the sides of the kitchen cabinets and take out the bins. But instead of doing the tasks he asked for, he started screaming at her for giving him more than one task and telling her that he couldn't handle more than one at a time. And as Alice tried...
If you call a white woman the N-word, is it racist? I mean, if it is, I'm definitely in that category because I've definitely called white women nigga. I've done it out of my own accord because they can't fight back. You know why? Because after I do it, I pull out my phone. It's like, what? What'd you say? What'd you say? I don't think y'all understand how much of a victim I could truly pretend to be. Like, let a white woman try, Leon. It's not gonna work out for him. I say that knowing full well I don't confront people about anything ever, and I usually stick to myself because speaking to people is not something that I'm good at. As I just talked about, I had to come to Twitch channel so that I can multitask while listening. Oh, see? Now, when I fucking end up turning this shit off, you motherfuckers gonna be sitting there stuck like, what the fuck, what are we gonna do? I'm probably not gonna turn it off. I gotta stop. I gotta start treating you people with respect. I can't even say it. I'm so used to treating you all like things. Property almost. My own personal slate. Never mind.
Tried to walk away to avoid any further escalation, Alex crossed a major line. He allegedly became physically violent. According to the document in Alice's Google Drive, Alex kicked her in the back, nearly making her fall to the ground. At this point, Alice was scared out of her mind and was panicking. She was afraid that Alex would hit her again, so she started recording on her phone just in case. All the while, Alex began following her around, insulting her further and trying to incite another argument. During his rambling, he also says that he's the one who pays for everything, so what Alice has to say doesn't matter one bit. After Alice left, he also began threatening to throw her remaining stuff out, including her PC setup worth over £4,000. She quickly returned to take it back, but it was too late. Her setup was on the floor in pieces, the keyboard was broken and scattered everywhere, and both her monitor screens were also smashed to bits. From what we've seen so far, there's plenty of evidence to show just how abusive Alex had been towards Alice since the very beginning of their relationship. Yet something completely surprising happened after the breakup. Put simply, Alex suddenly turned into a new man, or at least that's what he began saying.
It's like, don't grow this parasocial relationship, Leon. What do you mean? Are you telling me I can't? And then I'm gonna just be like John Cena and just for some reason in front of like a couple thousand people with like millions watching around the world, just be like, oh, I break up with you all. John knows how to make a promo seem a certain way, and it's like I don't necessarily get
Stating
it.
that he, quote, wants to make stuff better, and that he, quote, wants everything to be normal again. By this point, Alice wanted nothing to do with him, so she began ignoring him completely and even blocked his number, which is a clear indicator that she did not want to discuss anything with him. However, Alex kept messaging her on different social platforms, including ones she made for her cat, in hopes of gaining her attention. He even sent her a 24-minute long voice note, crying, admitting fault, and begging Alice to give him another chance.
I convinced myself that you were always looking for a way out. When in reality, you just wanted me to be normal. You didn't want my money. You didn't want anything from me, apart from me to just be...
Now maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm the guy who just doesn't get like social cues. And you're free and clear to disagree with what I'm about to say. Whatever Buddy is accused of doing, he definitely did it. This is a man who knows like he's caught and he's trying to like I'm not a relationship guru. Don't take my fucking advice. You're a guilty man. I take it from somebody who also couldn't take a fucking hint. Once you get blocked on like everything, the strongest indication is to just like, you know what? Go ahead and cry it out. Go ahead and cry it out in private, big dime. As the best you can do, cry it out in private. Anything in public is a significant headache. Don't do it. Especially you, random white guy. Especially you, random white guy. Because it's worse for you.
Well, I could be all the time. And I'm so sorry, Alice.
When that didn't work, he tried sending her a gift through Amazon with an apology message reading, I'm deeply sorry for upsetting you and letting you down constantly.
Oh, okay. Okay. You know how down bad you gotta be in yourself to fucking send somebody an Amazon gift with a note attached to it? Oh, and by the way, even though none of you care, like none of you fucking care, the fucking birthday gift for Moral has shipped. I know like this is the worst time to mention that given the subject matter, but I just thought since none of you care and you would all want to know, it shipped.
I hope one day you can forgive me and we can talk. He even tried the pre-internet technique of sending a handwritten letter to Alice, reading, Dear Alice, I'm so sorry for not fixing my behavior before, and I understand.
This is a guilty man. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna be said in this fucking in his own fucking video. I don't know what's gonna be said here, but all I know is this is a guilty man. Whatever's going on is the strongest of likelihoods he did it.
And this might be too late or too little. You are the love of my life, and I will never forgive.
Oh, you're nice sometimes, just not to us. I told you I'm nice to. I didn't tell you this. I'll tell you now. I'm nice to people I care about. The rest, like, listen. This does not apply to any of you because I've never like met any of you people in any capacity. My mother taught me that women deserve respect and care. And bitches could get my backhand. It's like, you know, if you could ever piece together little Leon's like antics, it's kind of like that. Now, I am no pagan saint. I've wronged people. And it's like, hey, that's the fucking reason why I tell y'all, be better than me. Why do you think I tell y'all when I do the relationship videos? When I do the relationship videos, I tell y'all better do something different or you're gonna die alone, just like me. It's because I'm gonna die alone. I've already gone through every bit of mental turmoil to fucking just be satisfied with it. See, I can laugh at it now. You asked me this in 2019. I'm bawling my eyes out. Now it's just funny. Because I want to see you all happy. You still have Chris. I definitely can peg Chris. And you know what? I'm going to let that silence just wash over y'all. Leon called me HIV, so do with that knowledge what you will. Leon gets off to our suffering. No, I'm not into gore. I'm not really into misfortune unless you're like a pedophile. I like hearing that pedophiles like are getting shamed in public or in jail or by their family. Like that's cool. That's cool. Forgot I could use these. Yeah, I still got those emotes. I love them. They're probably the best emotes I've ever like thought about. And I'm glad that I went on Fiverr to fucking make those happen. Like, I'm glad I went on Fiverr to make that happen. It was good. That was a good investment. a Leon slapping Chris emote. The sick part is I would need to like send a picture of both me and Chris to an artist on Fiverr. I would then have to ask them to make us into like chibi forms with me slapping him. It's the gay version of Cappy from Mario Odyssey. That was the point. That was legitimately the point of the thing. Just like literally that. Why chibi? Why not? Why not? You telling me you don't want like a chibi version of me slapping another motherfucker? Fiverr got, I know Fiverr got it. A good chunk of the shit I got streaming wise comes off of Fiverr. Like I'm gonna say like 92% of my shit comes off of Fiverr. The banners, Fiverr. The fucking emotes, Fiverr. This didn't come from Fiverr. This came from Cat. This is good. I'm still mad that I couldn't figure out like a newer one that I wanted. I couldn't figure out like a newer one that I wanted. And I just gave up on the process. I gave up on the process of trying to like figure out like a newer version of this. And I'm mad because like I was in my head just like thinking, well, I want a new one, but I don't know how to explain how I want it. And I just gave up on trying to figure it out. And I was very upset about that. And to this day, I'm very upset about that. As my fucking teammates fucking make it rain on me. And as I have this nice little sheriff uniform on, and it is fucking amazing. You figure it out eventually. The problem is that was like a year ago, and I've given up on it. Write it in your journal. You're so right. I don't have a journal. I'm sorry. I do not have a journal. I don't have a journal. I do not have a journal. I'm sorry. Sit down and think about it some more. I feel like y'all are missing the part where I said I just gave up on it. Like, I feel like y'all missing that key part of the story. And it's fine that you are, but just need you to like recognize that part.
Myself for hurting you. During this time, Alice began posting things on Twitter and other social media platforms relating to domestic abuse and toxic relationships. Now, if someone suddenly starts making these kinds of posts, it's natural for people to assume they've experienced something similar. These posts can come across as a subtle cry for help, a way to share their struggles without openly announcing them to everyone. And since many of Alex's subscribers knew about his relationship with Alice, they'll likely start asking questions. To avoid such a situation, Alex tried to talk Alice into keeping their matters hidden by saying stuff like, "We have a right to a private life," and that, quote, "venting to your friends I understand, but this makes this whole situation harder for both of us," and takes it to an unneeded place. But when Alice refused to cooperate one bit, Alex changed his approach and adopted a more threatening tone, saying things like, "If you keep posting this stuff, it'll end up being a huge problem." This is also where he began threatening to make up a counter story that Alice mentioned near the start of this document. Alex, "I don't want to talk about you hitting me, and I found the text about the cat." Alice, "Because I didn't, and you'd be lying." Alex, "When you said you punched me." Alice, "I didn't punch you over a cat. Is this you saying you're going to use that?" Alex, "No, I'm not. But right now, you're pushing against me." Before Alex could make up any stories about what, quote, actually happened, Alice decided to come forward with her story and all the evidence she'd gathered over the months. Which brings us back to June 15th, when Alice made the Twitter post that started this whole controversy. As soon as
just ask ChatGPT, Carl, when we gonna get in the WWE, buddy? Carl, when we gonna get in the WWE, buddy?
As the post went live, people started voicing their support for Alice, with a tweet from Wonderstruck reading, "Just finished reading through the drive. Genuinely deplorable behavior. I sincerely do apologize for the volatile behavior that was directed towards you." With another user tweeting, "I'm literally shivering after seeing all this. More love and support to you. Please take care of yourself." The YouTube community is completely on Alice's side as well, to the point that there isn't a single person on YouTube who's defending Alex's actions.
I'll do it. I don't defend white people.
It's important to note that a big reason why everyone's unanimously taking Alice's side is because the evidence she's published leaves no room for doubt. There are dozens of texts of Alex calling her all kinds of horrible names.
Y'all thought. Y'all thought I don't defend white people? Are you insane?
And clips of him calling her a dog and threatening to smash her head against a wall with a brick. That's some pretty deplorable stuff. And while everyone else—
I say that, and then I just defend a white child who was accused of being like a racist.
on the internet was bashing Alex's behavior towards his ex-girlfriend, two of his friends also came forwards with statements condemning his actions. ImAllexx made a post on Instagram stating, "I'm aware of the Alex situation. I would usually wait until both parties have said their side publicly before speaking out, but I think the evidence here is overwhelming. I spent this morning reading what Alex has written and going over the evidence she has provided, and no one should have to go through what she has. It's awful and disturbing and has seriously shocked me. I'm still processing what's happened. This is one of the worst situations I've ever seen in my life, and I hope Alice is okay. It took a lot of courage to speak out about this." Will and E also took a similar stance and completely sided with Alice, but also made a shocking revelation. Firstly, I really hope Alice is doing well and commend her massively for having the courage to get that out there. As Mia mentioned, there were rumors of his behavior earlier last year. Myself and a few others hadn't had contact with him since or been his friends for even longer. With that being said, the severity of the abuse that Alice published was far worse than anything I'd heard being discussed, and what he put her through is inexcusable. In other words, people close to Alex already knew about his toxic traits, or at least had suspicions, but chose to ignore the matter until Alice came forward with her complete story. Well, not everyone.
I mean, you know, that's kind of the smart way to go about it, because if you barely know about some subject matter and then you fucking post about it and then you're like wrong as fuck, ooh. But if you were somebody that like knew and you just was just like, fuck it, they gonna ball, so I don't have to ball, it's like still kind of fuck you, but you're not in control of telling another person's story, especially if they're not in the headspace to just like broadcast that shit.
According to Will and E's ex, Mia Xmon, she and Alex were signed to the same YouTube talent agency up until last year. For those of you who don't know, a YouTube talent agency is a company who helps them find sponsors in their videos. But when she became aware of the abuse back in June of 2023, she forwarded the information to the agency and pressured them into dropping Alex, which they did. And while most see this as a good thing, some are calling Mia's moral compass into question, with a tweet reading, "Isn't she just as bad as everyone else who knew by staying silent? I feel like we can't criticize everyone else and give her praise because she also knew about it and didn't say anything publicly." But as someone else points out, it's the victim story. What if Alice wasn't ready to share it? Ultimately, it is a very complex situation with no clear answer, though in light of Alice's bravery, a couple other victims of Alex have also come forward, detailing their horrible experiences with him. The first of these is his ex-girlfriend, Jess Carter, who replied to Alice's tweet talking about how she had to endure similar treatment from Alex. She also posted a screenshot of texts one of her friends received from Alex back in 2019, which includes messages like, "I'm going to kick her head in, might kill her, might actually kill her," when talking about Jess. So from the looks of things, the threats of physical violence towards his romantic partner aren't exactly a new thing, and have been part of Alex's personality for a long time. And just like with Alice, people were quick to come forward to support Jess. At the same time, a YouTuber by the name of King Annie also came forward about her horrible experience with Alex. But instead of receiving support like Alice and Jess, she's getting immense backlash for something she did alongside Alex about 4 years ago. For context, in mid-2019, the YouTuber Slazzo's ex-girlfriend, Shay, published a tweet longer accompanied by screenshots in which she accused Slazzo of being controlling, manipulative, and sexually abusive.
I'm not gonna lie. I believe them. On top of just like the, hey, I'm fucking, this is a horrible accent. I'm fucking, so sorry, I'm so sorry. Why the fuck are you telling people, hey, if you tell people I did this to you, I'm gonna say that you did this to me, which sounds like the way to just muddy the water in any way possible to save your own ass. Like I'm not tweaking when I hear this shit. It sounds like somebody trying desperately to save their own ass with anything and hoping it sticks.
Slazzo made a video titled My Side, where he showed the screenshots, the proof, everything. It proved that he did not abuse her, he didn't force her to do anything, and he was just an immature boyfriend. In other words, the accusations against him were completely off base and inaccurate. Despite this, some people still kept saying that Slazzo was in the wrong, most notably King Annie. In the end, these false allegations completely ruined Slazzo's career and forced him to quit YouTube entirely soon after. So now that the allegations against Alex came out, King Annie came out and blamed the entire Slazzo situation on Alex as well. With a post reading, "We started to realize that when there was even the smallest amount of drama and he heard about it, he would make sure to involve himself, even if the subject had absolutely nothing to do with him, and he would just make everything so much worse. For example, the Slazzo situation. Though it was never said in the original statements by Shay, he somehow came to the conclusion that it was and everyone else got the blame for saying his words. However, people are not willing to let King Annie declare herself as a victim in the Slazzo situation. With a post from Wavy Websurf reading, "You helped spread those Slazzo allegations. Don't try to slink out of that. You heard a rumor, did zero vetting, and went with it. Take some accountability for what happened. You co-signed that false story." Some don't even want to acknowledge her as a victim of Alex's toxic tendencies. With a tweet reading, "And now they're trying to take a piece of the victim pie. Alice is a victim, not her. What should have been a straightforward story of a domestic abuse victim coming out to the world has turned into a web of drama which somehow involves multiple YouTubers and incidents from over 4 years ago. This has also made it quite difficult to predict where the situation will go from here. The biggest unknown factor in this regard, however, is Alex's response, or lack thereof. At the time of writing this video, Alex has not yet responded to Alice's allegations in any shape or form. The video of him threatening to smash his girlfriend's head is enough to sink his career on its own, not to mention the remaining videos and dozens of screenshots proving the points Alice has brought up against him. Some speculate he'll make a half-assed apology and try to play the bad mental health card, but given the severity of the situation, that'll only enrage more people. In all honesty, it'd be a miracle if he somehow managed to keep even 10% of his audience, since there's nothing he can say or do that will restore his reputation at this point, which is exactly the sort of situation Illuminati has found herself in as well. Click the video on screen to find out more.
Oh, bitch. Who told you that you could segue into a fucking another video? How dare you? How dare you? You are you adolescent? I don't think so. I don't think so. But now let's see if he gave like some half-assed mental health excuse.
Was my response to allegations made by my ex-girlfriend.
Oh God, he really does sound like that. Oh, I thought that was just like a gimmick. Oh God, he really does sound homeless. Ugh. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, he does sound like that. My God, Liverpool, this is just not right. This is just not extraordinary. This is just absolutely bonkers. And I'm just running into the fucking Terminids because I don't know what to do in this scenario other than I just started blasting. I just had to make sure that I make it home to my wife and kid because they're all that matter to me. They matter to me more than anything, making it home to my wife and kid.
Friend Alice Hez, who I was in a relationship with for the majority of 2023. Alice hit me, kicked me, emotionally.
Goddamn, you combed through them fucking DMs fast, motherfucker. Like, Jesus. Why can't you let me see them clearly and concise? You know what I'm talking about? You just didn't want to let me see them so fast, so heartfelt, so understanding, so loving in it. So come on.
This video is my response to allegations.
Here's my statement.
My ex-girlfriend Alice Hez,
Okay.
who I was in a relationship with for the majority of 2023. Alice hit me.
And I didn't just randomly start kicking you. Can you play the whole thing and then we could text? I didn't kick you multiple times that hard. I'm trying, but I'm sorry, I would have gone into more details. I'm just a mess. I know we were arguing. I did something. I can't remember what. Oh, you can't remember? Typical white man excuse. Never remember anything. Typical Brit. Crackled teeth and all.
It was my response to allegations made by my ex-girlfriend Alice Hez, who I was in a relationship with for the majority of 2023. Alice hit me.
Okay. And you said you slapped me yesterday? You said you slapped me. What the fuck? Calls me boring and I end up defending myself. I slapped him in the face. This is out of character for me. Yes, I slapped your face one time. Name a girl who hasn't slapped a huge asshole. All these people. Can't you all just... Never mind.
Me, kicked me, emotionally, verbally, and physically abused me, as well as threatened me and blackmailed me constantly throughout our relationship. Alice is...
He waited a year to make up a story? Now, hold on. Even though we've all got in here and said that, you know, he's kind of guilty, let's give him a chance.
Continue to harass me by posting false information about me, as well as fabricating stories about our relationship online to this day. All of this will be covered in detail in this video, and for full clarity, I will be reading from a document that I've written to make sure that this is treated with the seriousness that it deserves. Since our relationship ended, Alice has lied continuously for the last 12 months I was under a police investigation, to friends, ex-girlfriends, and YouTube commentary channels. Alice...
You don't slap a person you're dating? Unless it's a part of the fetish. Now, I'm no sex expert, but this doesn't come across as part of the fetish.
Alice has continued to make false allegations about me to this day and said that she had pressed charges against me in a comment on TikTok. This is a lie, as at no point have I been interviewed, arrested, or charged with a crime, but Alice continues to slander me publicly with these lies. Alice said that future partners can check Claire's law, and later claimed she got me put down in the system so that any future partners who know how Claire's law works can use this information to stay safe from me. The information that is accessible through Claire's law would be a criminal record, also known as a criminal history. All of this information is available on the Claire's law website, which I will link in the description. Alice has said that Claire's law can be used and that I am in the system, alleging that I am a convicted criminal or that I have a criminal record. Alice also says in the same messages that the police didn't do anything at all. These statements completely contradict each other, as it would not be possible for the police to have done nothing, and for the police to have put me on the system as a convicted criminal.
Hold on, I want to read that.
Contradict each other, as it would not be possible.
I mentioned in my statement, I'm reading it from the top, not the bottom, or not the highlighted section. I mentioned in my statement that I wouldn't be releasing anything until he ever responded and tried to avoid accountability or twist the narrative to get out of what he's done to me, because that's what he threatened he would do. And realistically, I think there's enough evidence out there that for everyone to know and understand how shitty he was to me, and as a person, or whatever. I don't speak internet online, and it's been dropped Police don't do anything about situations like this. They never have unless I took this to court or he contacted me again. But he has been put down in the system, so anyone who knows how clear law works can use this information to stay safe from him, aka a new girlfriend, etc.
Possible for the police to have done nothing, and for the police to have put me on the system as a convicted criminal or as someone with a criminal record. Alice's story continues to make no sense, as Alice later said that I was charged by police, but this would not be possible if the police never did anything at all. Alice claims she had achieved her goal of getting me put on a list accessible via Clare's Law, and that she had saved people because of this. None of the statements made about the police investigation make any sense, as Alice claims she had put me on a list that would require me having a criminal record and a caution from the police, but also says the police didn't do anything at all. This is because Alice is and always was lying. I would like to make it incredibly clear. I have never been contacted, approached, or interviewed by police at any point in my life, and I do not have a record or any cautions. Claiming that I am a convicted criminal or have a criminal history is the first of many lies that will be covered in this video. There is
Oh. So she's a white woman and she's lying. Oh.
no point ever been a police investigation, but Alice has continuously lied to hide the truth about what really happened in our relationship and solidify the false narrative that she's built about me over the last year. Alice wrote all of these messages and posted the document knowing that the police investigation was a lie, as it would not be possible for Alice to share any information if this was at any point an ongoing case. A YouTube commentary channel called Samuel said that she had been dealing with the police instead of immediately taking it to social media when he spoke to Alice.
Hey, I just thought I'd come in to say that I've spoke to Alice, the ex of Alex, and I've also spoke to ImAllexx. Now, Alice is dealing with this with the police as well. Got the police involved. So instead of just immediately taking it to social media and speaking about it, has also got the police involved beforehand. And is dealing with it that way. She's gone to the police about that, trying to get the situation sorted properly before she speaks about it online. Which is definitely a change. Usually people just immediately come online to speak about stuff and air it all out before going to the police.
This is a lie, as Alice had already posted months before she had released the document that I was on Clare's Law and a comment on TikTok in April 2024. This would mean the police investigation had already finished and that I would have a criminal record 3 months after we had broken up, which would be impossible. Alice had also posted a video in April saying that she wanted to save the next girl that I would...
It is proof that she contacted the police. I think the gimmick... listen, don't take this as me defending any of these motherfuckers. I think the gimmick is, yeah, they contacted the police, but they have no, like, criminal record on this motherfucker. I think that's the gimmick, like, he's trying to put forth in front of everybody. But don't take me as a source of criminal records, because Lil Leon's not a lawyer. So if you come to him for criminal advice, you're likely to get life in prison for a parking ticket. So proceed with caution.
would date.
Alex lied about the Clare's Law thing. Fuck her. Like, damn, what's the point of me watching the fucking video if motherfuckers lying? What's the point? What's the point of me watching the fucking video if everybody's lying about shit? Fuck her. Can't fucking do anything in this country anymore. He lies multiple times in this video. Chris just wants you to be mad. Fuck. Well, fuck. Give me the cliff notes. What he lied about? What he lied about? Fuck it. Y'all already ruined the video for me. I don't care about watching this shit anymore. What did he lie about? What else? What else? What else in there is a lie? Did he lie about his race? Is he not British? Alex is just a liar. Jesus Christ. I thought you were going to tell me what specifically. That's what I get for trusting people. Can't never do it. Can't never do it. Can't never trust a collection of people. You sit here and ruin the video for me. You ruin the whole stream. You ruin the whole stream of me learning about a crackle-toothed individual. What he said don't sound correct for Clare's Law. Jesus Christ.
This clip is...
I'm about to say, why the fuck are we listening to the song from Madagascar?
From a stream 2 months after Alice had posted videos and comments about me. Samuel says Alice does not want to come out and talk about this until after the police investigation had taken place, which was a lie. This is not how anything is unfolded publicly at all. Alice has been posting about me constantly and also released an entire document about me after lying that I was on Clare's Law. She did not wait for a police investigation because she knew there wasn't one, and Alice later admitted that this was the case and that the police didn't do anything. At one point, Alice claimed I hadn't responded as she speculated that the police had contacted me, and that was why I hadn't replied. Alice was upset this message had been leaked in a YouTube video, and she hadn't intended for it to be posted publicly, as it would be incredibly clear that she was lying about the police investigating me to the point where she was actively speculating and telling lies when questioned about it. At this time, Alice reached out to my ex-girlfriends privately and asked my ex-girlfriend Jess to plan a statement to back up hers, lying about the involvement of the police to convince people that her story was the truth. Alice has continued to post about me and harass me to this day, despite stating in her document that she was going to move on with her life after it was released in June. Since Alice's document, she went on to post many things on Twitter, TikTok, and in statements that contradict her story. One of the contradictions made was in a series of tweets Alice posted asking for YouTubers to reach out to her so she could do interviews for their videos on the false police investigation after her document was posted. Alice did multiple interviews where she has lied about me having a criminal record via Clare's Law and being under investigation by police. She continued doing this for months, and these lies have been shared in many videos. Alice said that she can give updates and that people should message her directly, even though in these messages Alice said that she hadn't received any updates or heard anything from police at all. She told YouTubers she couldn't share information until everything with the false police investigation had finished.
And Alice as well, speaking to...
We're just gonna do this the dumb way. If you haven't watched the ImAllexx video, I'd highly recommend watching it. His behavior was vile and inexcusable, but he does come with receipts. Alice, Mia Saman, and several others all lied and manipulated the truth. He is not the only one who should lose his platform. So how the fuck? You highly recommend it. His behavior is vile, but he comes with receipts. Just me who thinks that ImAllexx is SO lies. Tell me why the delivered thing is under the message, which only shows up if it's the newest one. Chick tries, move. Go over there. Go away. Go away. You don't need a conviction for Claire's Law. Jesus Christ. Fuckery delivered. How the fuck would I see that if I can't see it? The date is also showing October 19, 2020, for example. This means it's clearly from a different date, but it's been long enough to have been over a year. But then these messages from the next day, on the 20th, date in full, just saying delivered. First of all, why would he screenshot these messages the second they were sent? And another thing is it would not show the date like that. I don't know how phones work. Because isn't it in other countries that the date is shown in different ways? Another thing, it's funny how he doesn't have a SIM card in his phone. Oh, God. He doesn't have a SIM card in his phone. God, we're a fucking intuitive journalist here. No SIM card in the phone. What are we gonna? I sound like I'm drastically trying to defend this motherfucker, and I just want y'all to know that's not the avenue I'm going with this. Are people seriously believing ImAllexx screenshots over a literal video of him saying he was going to smash his girlfriend's head in with a brick? I mean, maybe that is how people are going about it. You never truly know how people feel deep inside about a subject matter until it reaches that type of point. You know? Kid was lying.
I have no redeeming quality.
Oh, okay. It was an abusive and toxic relationship. On both sides, neither of them should have their careers destroyed. Neither of them should have their careers destroyed, but both are in the wrong. This both sides as bad as the other bullshit. ImAllexx was in a position of power and he used it. I mean, that's a clear example. The motherfucker asked for advice and you fucking turn around and it's just like, oh, fuck you and your existence. Fuck you and your entire existence. All right. Just fucking go back to this.
So she does want to like come out and speak about this, like eventually after like all the police stuff, and just wants to be able to get all the information. She's got proof as well, and she wants to be able to get all that out there once she's spoken to the police properly.
This story at no point has made any sense, as Alice says that she would only post about this after the police investigation had finished, but then continued to say that the police were involved months after she had posted her document, which once again shows that Alice was lying the entire time. Alice claims she can provide updates to YouTubers in this tweet, but made an excuse to people she was arguing with on Twitter that the reason she couldn't provide updates to them was because of the fact that there was a police investigation, and that she wasn't allowed to share anything until it was finished, and that now it had finally finished, she could share more information again. This makes no sense, as Alice had already shared an entire document about me, and was then asking people if she could continue to share more information about me in interviews on her Twitter that were then posted onto YouTube. Alice wrote right at the end of her document that for legal and obvious reasons, she wouldn't attach all the evidence she has, but in due time, it may be made public. Not only is this not how police investigations work, but Alice has not posted more evidence since, despite saying the supposed investigation had now ended. This is because there never was an investigation, as it was a lie. It would not have been possible for Alice to share anything at all by her own admission if there actually ever was a police investigation in place. Alice has continuously lied and claimed that this was the only thing stopping her from releasing information, and she acknowledged this herself in this tweet and when speaking to YouTubers. The reality is, there never was a police investigation, which Alice later admitted to. This is why Alice decided to publicize a heavily edited version of events that damaged my reputation with false stories and lies, like alleging I'm a convicted criminal with a criminal record.
Okay, we keep seeing the same exact fucking thing. Like, you keep showing these same things to try to, like, illustrate the difference in, like, what she says and when she says it. Fine. Jesus Christ. Anything else?
I have taken my time gathering information and evidence, as Alice has continued to lie about me and the abuse she put me through during our relationship, whilst blackmailing me and threatening me. Alice has created a one-sided narrative that does not show the reality of what had happened during our relationship.
Can I tell y'all, like, the honest truth? Would y'all like to know, like, the honest truth? Would any of you venture to guess what the honest truth is? Goodbye.